This is a good one. It's juicy. There's a cafe in town, or a coffee shop in town, and I saw in their fridge they had lemons, and it's really hard to come across lemons in pie and here, and so we went and asked if we could buy all of their lemons, and so they gave us a really good deal, and that's why we've got so many lemons. And the idea is that I'm going to be able to make hummus and who knows what else, but all I had on my mind at that time was hummus. And so I'm gonna squeeze all of these lemons and freeze them so that when I do need lemon for a recipe, I've got frozen lemon juice on hand.
And are you sure this is lemon?
So I'm not sure, like I think these are lemons. The shape is quite lemony, especially some of them. Like, I can't find you a good example right here, but like they've got the lemony shape, but the taste is like a mixture of lime and lemon. It's not quite as strong as the Thai lime, but it's also like not sweet at all like a lemon. So yeah, I'm really not too sure. I really want to be a mum that cooks and bakes like all sorts of different recipes, and that the kids are like excited to see what's like been made when they get home from school, although they might be homeschooled, so they'll know already, but yeah, like to have that like smell in the kitchen and have homemade like food of everything. That's what I aspire. So now it's time to get started. I was talking to a friend not long ago, and I was explaining about my challenges around food and how I didn't get had no appetite and stuff, and she asked me what my experience was like in childhood with food, like my behaviours around food, or like just that kind of thing. And I'd never thought about it in this way before, but I was brought up by mostly my dad after the age of like 8 or 9, and Daddy did a phenomenal job. If you're watching this, I love you. But like my dad is like, he's like a dad, like he's not like a cooking, like baking, like food guy kind of parent. And so so the food thing, and it totally makes sense to my relationship with food now, is that it was always really basic, and it was kind of like I would get home from school and there wouldn't be like after school snack or anything like that kind of ready, or anything really to eat, other than there was always bread, and there was always bananas, and there was always Nutella and Milo and milk and Marmite. And so most of the time I just had like toast or sandwiches, like very basic ones.
You stung me.
Should I put it everywhere? Right. Yeah, and I was getting home from school and just trying to, you know, fend for myself with what was in the pantry, which was just staple stuff. And so I was always lost as to what to eat until dinner time. And then there'd be like a proper meal, you know, like spaghetti or like sausages and mashed potatoes or fish and mashed potatoes or something like that. But it explains why now when it comes to deciding what to eat, I'm always like, I don't know. And I can't really think of what to eat. And I don't really stock my cupboards with loads of different ingredients or have ready to eat food already prepared in the fridge so that it's just already there and I don't even have to like think about what to cook. So that kind of relationship with food all came from my childhood, I believe. And so thinking about that makes me want to make sure that, yeah, when my kids do come home from school or come home from their friends or just like when they're at home, that there is always food there and they don't need to kind of figure it out for themselves, and they'll know what they can prepare that's healthy and yummy, and they can be excited about food and have a really good relationship around it. I'm making cheesy scones. I haven't had cheesy buttery scones in the longest time, and I found the best recipe video on YouTube, and I think it's by a New Zealand guy, which makes it even better, and they look incredible. So that's my craving today.
This in fairly gently. Looks really tacky.
It's yummy when they're this like this shape. Okay. So a year ago, I think I said on this channel that I couldn't really understand people that came to Thailand and couldn't eat Thai food. That they would only go and eat at Western places. And now here I am, like almost refusing to eat Thai food, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm pregnant and it's just like the idea of like any Asian food at the moment just completely repels me. All of the food that I want to eat right now is Western food. It's like scones, spaghetti bolognese, mashed potatoes, burgers. Oh my god, I'd love to eat a burger right now. and bread and pasta and all of that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it looks cooked. Before becoming pregnant, I was vegan, so some of you might notice that I am eating different foods now, like butter and cheese and chicken, and I still feel really weird eating meat. But at the start of my pregnancy, the whole like morning sickness thing was really bad for me, and the mental challenge of thinking about what to eat on a vegan diet was really hard, because I don't get excited by food. I'm not like a foodie, and so I started eating meat again to make my options more broad. Opening up or removing those restrictions on food has really helped me during the pregnancy to just eat and be happy about what I'm eating and enjoy the fact that I'm eating, and so that's been a big change. So yeah, this is kind of what's happening. This is just the start of it now. This is my baking and cooking journey, like the very start, and it's just started with cheesy scones. But as soon as I've got rocket and other herbs growing in the garden, they're gonna be next level. So we'll watch the space.
Better than you buy it?
Yeah. So yummy. I really like it. I wonder what you're gonna think of it. Come try.
Look very young. Look very close.